Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new Idol Huntress video. Today's video is going to cover Uesugi Kenshin, the newest of the Season 2 Huntresses, as well as cover the quick sports event. It was a lot smaller than I had anticipated, so we can cram it into this episode. So first we're going to show, Kenshin right there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I love the art. They did a fantastic job on making the, SSR versions of the, art of her. So I do appreciate it, and it's pretty cool, but let's get into the event first, the sports event, because that one's really quick to go over. But before I do, I just want to make a quick note that I am going to try to release some merch. I'm going to make it in-house, all myself, actually. I'm going to make a video explaining why and, go over what I'm actually going to do in a later video, probably early this coming week, because I am in need of money. And instead of, asking for just money from y'all, I'm actually going to, make merch for you guys to buy, actually make it a transaction and something you guys can keep forever, unlike this video game when they decide to turn it off. Ha 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 ha. But besides that, do make sure to keep an eye out. I will post that video, go over everything, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. But without further ado, back to the content. Here we have the Sports Day little event board. We have the daily login. It is just normal banner or normal scrolls and then chance plus scrolls, but nothing too crazy. And they will no longer give us any light dart tickets because they've given up on that. But that's just, under the table kind of stuff. For the exchange shop, we have, nothing special. We have light dart tickets there where you can spend, and then you just have all of your normal stat materials, and then, nothing crazy, right? Not even her skin, because you have to pay $15, and I'll show that in the past. You get her skin. It's a nice skin, but, they didn't even get voice lines for it, but, it is what it is. So for the event shop, really, just purchase what you need. It's at this point in the game, it's just, what are you trying to boost? What are you trying to level up? And grab the material where you can. Just don't buy like gems, because they're just a terrible conversion. So here we have the the little pass system they're trying to do now with all the events. Luckily there's not a freaking pay pass version like they did with Iori. The original paid gems to book it through the pass. That's nice and all. Here we have the skin at the very end of the $15 one, and it's I think it's worth it because all the other skins are $20, and this one will get you gems. It'll get you your organ materials, and then it'll give you coupons to play the mini game if you want to do that. But $15, it'll help. But don't feel the pressure to spend. But you probably won't be able to get the skin later. Now this $50 pack, scam, just a scam. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. If you need the organ material, just wait for the next event. I promise you, there'll be another one with an actual reward. Because that light dart chest right there, I don't know why it's Zhao and not just an Omni shard, right? Because if you don't have Zhao, I guess you can use it, but $50, heck no, don't do it. Don't do it. So here is the actual skin. Oh, it's fantastic. They're going to show the wonderful skin with no voice lines. And right there, they could have gotten a combate, right there. Best of luck kind of deal. But, it's cute. And it's a nice skin, unlike the Honda skin that we were promised to have a waiting skin. But, I digress. So, $15 go a long way. Sadly, we can't see a little preview in terms of what the heck it looks like on the board. But, yeah, that's that. Moving on, we have the puzzle. This merge puzzle is the minigame of the event. There's not much of an explanation. You get a tutorial here. I've sped it up greatly because I have no idea what the heck I was doing at the time, but it looks like just a match 3 game, and diagonals count in this instance. Now, once it turns into a merged color, you can't then stack the color. You have to stack blues with blues and greens with greens, right? So here is my first attempt at it. I don't know in terms of how you can really get ahead. I didn't ever press the crystal button, so I got really no idea in terms of what that actually is going to do. But here, I guess it's just it's really hard to actually prep a super combo. It's not like Tetris or anything like that where you could prep a Tetris, right? But I'm just not too familiar in terms of how you prep a match 3 game to really pop off, given there's no Candy Crush kind of super items that blow up the board and whatnot. So it's kind of At least it's not the stupid little, like, mahjong game or whatever. Like the cards on top of each other. That one's stupid. That one's actually stupid. I'm sorry for the complaint there, but that one, I think we all know how stupid that one was. So it could always be worse, right? It could always be worse, and it's not bad, right? So regardless of what you score, I think you're always going to get 100 coins, or 100 points, or 100 tokens for the event, right there. So I'm curious to see how high people actually get to score on that. I don't know, right? Milestone chart. Here you go. A little art and everything, and the milestone rewards is just bogus. You're never going to touch them, given how much you have to spend to get even close. So don't do it. Don't give them your money. Spend it on merch. Spend it on merch. I'm going to come out because it'll actually go to a good cause. Or donate, donate, but don't spend it on that stupid pass. So, yep. Once again, $15 on the pass. That's about it. You get the cheerleader skin for Chiyome, and it looks nice. Sadly, no Sprite. So yeah, it is what it is. But do not. I promise you guys, do not spend money on that $50 pass. If you want to spend money, the new pass on here, $40. It's okay. It's okay. It is really, really expensive to spend $40 a week on that. But if you are behind on a lot of the girls, you can do that. Also, they added maps. They added maps to the $15 pack, which is good in my opinion. I think, right? Because you get the auto, you get the daily auto assistant, whatever, and then you get a map a day, right? Just to help with the income, and then 10 maps on the purchase. So it isn't bad. You get your money back on the maps alone. Ish. Yeah, no, you do. And for science purposes, Tiananmen Square is real. Taiwan is a country. Xi Jinping is Winnie the Pooh. Okay, thank you. They will never, ever watch this video now, so I'm okay. If you want to join just the test, just to see what happens, feel free. Type that in your global chat. You can look up the geopolitics on that one on your own. But, yep. So here we're going to roll for, Kenshin, and that covers it for the sports event. And now for the Kenshin showcase. Our first skill, Kenshin style. At level 1 realm expansion. Unseizing Tide lasts for 2 rounds while in the realm. After an ally, including herself, uses an ult, all allies restore HP equal to 100% of Kenshin's attack, and each ally, including herself, has a 50% chance to increase their own attack by 10% until the realm fades. This can stack up to 20 times, and it can be dispelled. Level 2, the Tide now lasts for 3 rounds, HP up to 200% of Kenshin's attack, and allies can increase their attack by 20%. Level 3, now the realm lasts for 4 rounds, 300% of attack gets to heal, and then allies can increase their attack by 40%. So that's 4 rounds, stacking up to 20 times. That's 800% attack, up to possibly. And this is a fantastic skill, given that you can get her realm to proc. So not going to happen in PvP. But if you want to use her as a Don Key replacement in PvE, I think this is the move, because Darwin's clones, or her turtles, her summons, as well as Chiyome clones, will proc ultimate proc. Each time that they do something, it will also then act as an ult. This also works with the DOA character, I forgot her name, but she has something similar where she increases the team's crit chance. But this is the same kind of principle. If they ult, i.e. if Chiyome has Medea and Zen, and ults 6 times, and then all of her clones ult up to 6 times, then you're definitely going to get a lot of opportunities to stack that 40% attack on all allies. Her ultra skill is Bishimonten. At level 1, increases penetration of all allies by 100. Pause. Penetration damage increased by 5% and hit by 5% for 4 rounds. It can be dispelled. At level 2, increases to 200% pen, 10% pen damage, and 10% hit. At level 3, increases to 300 flat pen, 15% pen damage, and 15% hit. So, what does this mean? Well, pen in the game reduces the chance that the target is attacked to trigger the effect of blocking damage. Now, I'm not familiar with anybody actually blocking any damage. It's just pure defense stat. However, it comes to her pet skill, which gives a shit ton of block. I'll go over that when we get to that. But really, penetration is just this is just a fake news in terms of skill. Like, you just see a big number and you think it's doing anything, but it's not. It's not. It's only going to be used to counter other Kenshins that have a massive pet because they have 500 block. But we'll see that when we see that, and I don't think we will. So, bad skill. Next is her first passive, Polished Mind at level 1. Kenshin is immune to enchant and burn at the start of battle. If Takeda is on the enemy side, then all allies, including herself, gain 10% magic damage reduction for 5 rounds and can be dispelled. If Takeda is not on the enemy side, then all allies, including herself, gain 2% physical damage increase for 10 rounds and can also be dispelled. And level 2, if Takeda is on the enemy side, then all allies gain 20% magic damage reduction. If she's not on the enemy side, then all allies gain a 4% physical damage increase. And at level 3, if she's on the side, then all allies gain 30% magic damage reduction. And if she isn't, then all allies gain a 6% physical damage increase. Wow, that was a mouthful, and it sucks. This sucks. This is just a terrible skill. The enchant and burn immune is nice and all, but why would you run this team into an Exodius freaking Xiao and Takeda? They're gonna get nuked. They're gonna get nuked. No amount of freaking healing and whatever is gonna solve this. So the enchant's nice if Daji was like a character still. So kind of a lackluster, I'm gonna say, because even if Takeda isn't on the enemy side, then I guess like I don't know, like this is such a just a weak skill. Moving on. Kenshin's stat passive, Assured Victory at level 1. Kenshin is confident in her strategy, increases her HP by 15% and dodge by 3%, then 20 and 4, then 25 and 5. HP is always nice, so we'll take it, and the dodge, I mean, it exists, but, it could be worse. It could be her first passive. Next, we have Kenshin's exclusive equipment, Strategem. I think that's it. At level 1, final damage reduction at 3%, HP 20%, and tenacity 5%. Now at E30, level 4, at the start of each turn, increases hit of allies with the highest attack by 3%, stacks up to 20 times, and can be dispelled. This lasts until the end of battle. At level 5, hit to 8%, and then level 6, E50, at the start of each turn, they will gain 2 stacks of hit increase. So, what? This is 16 hit increase every turn up to 20 times. So, you're going to be landing, which I guess this combats Thyra and all of her, dodging and whatnot. But still, this is a pretty, you're probably going to want to get to that EE50 to make it any useful. But if there's that, there's a couple bosses with the hit misses, so that might help to get that up, since she's going to be used for the attack increases anyway on PvP guys, right? But definitely in PvP, this is going to be a very expensive E50 when there are, a dozen other ones to get ahead of this one. Next, we have her Ultra Skill, Now or Never, which unlocks at 6 stars. At level 1, at the start of battle, all allies from the Far East gain immunity to vital damage for 1 time. So these Far East characters are pretty much all of your, Asian aesthetic, Asian historical, you name it. Most of the water team, you're going to see, you can see the names on there. But it's, I guess it's useful. It's another way of not dying. Take's there, Chiome's there, Ashikaga's there. It's useful. I mean, at least she's not dying, so at least it's at least she's getting her own, death immunity. But it's once again kind of like because a lot of units are gonna be doing multiple hits, so one more pseudo block isn't gonna change much. Last, we have her pet skill, Auspicious Land. At level 1, at the start of battle, reduces all allies' dodge by 20%, increases block by 100, and block damage reduction by 5% for 4 turns, and it can be dispelled. At level 2, block goes to 200%, block damage reduction increases to 10%, then 315, 420, and a whopping 525%. Now, what the heck is block? Right, it's going to be the chance that you block an attack, I guess. I would really recommend you guys read over the skills in the, the campaign and the little handbook in the game now, because it seems like they just added the penetration skill on her, what was it, her first skill, her ultra skill, go figure, just to accommodate for the pet interaction. but, both of these are kind of really, really lackluster. The block, we can see, you'll have to invest into a level 200 animal pet, just to see, does this really change anything? I'm very curious to see, is this actually helping anybody? But I guess we'll see with the whales and what they do. So moving on to badges and runes, sadly, no more of the little, pictures. I'll, make some for the next videos, but I'm a bit strapped for time. We are actually past the wiki. The wiki has not been updated in a while, and I don't think it's going to be updated, for a while, if not ever again. But besides that, we're going to go to HP and attack. We need HP and attack substats on those. We don't need to make her fast because as long as, we're using the HP to buff the crap out of her might so that she can possibly get the realm off if you did want her in PvP. But definitely just in general, we want to have her attack because her attack's going to, scale her healing. And then we want HP just to keep her alive because we need her alive to, proc her realm and therefore get the attack buff ult proc, whatever, blah, 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 right? We don't need to make her fast because she's gonna, if she's strong enough, she's gonna proc her realm on turn 1, so then everyone ulting on round 2 already has the realm activated, and so we don't have to worry about it, right? But definitely, she doesn't need to be fast, and we're just gonna build attack and HP, make her hit hard and, thick. For runes, we can go to green and then either to orange or to red. This way, we're going to get that attack buff and the healing buff, or the HP buff. Sorry about that. And then for substats on the runes, let's go, HP, just HP, right? You can do a mix between HP and attack once again, just like our badges. But definitely, I think because she's not going to be dealing damage, just flat out, we want to keep her alive as much as possible, and we do that by stacking the HP stats, and therefore, she's staying alive longer. The HP is inflating her might more so than attack will. We don't want to just use tenacity because that'll stack it technically by the numbers, but HP just all the way. Longer she's alive, the better, I guess, and therefore we can get those realms up and we can get the attack to proc on the Huntresses we want. That covers it for Kenshin. Just TLDRing it. We do not need to roll for her. If you want to roll for her, you're solely doing it for PvE. She can, I think she can. There's a pretty solid case. Will replace Don Key in terms of the attack buffing, but, to spend money on a Don Key replacement and PvE, that's up to you. There are a dozen other characters that you should rather get if you don't have them. Specifically, Earth Team now, because that is the third team with Nero and Seth. They're just a powerhouse, right? If not Medea and you name it, right? But definitely, she's a pass. Kenshin is a pass. She's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. It's just most of her kits just falls flat, There's no CC. It's a lot of, RNG. There's two things that just don't even apply. The whole, first passive is just a blunder. But the attack buff on the ults, that's cool. That's cool. So one out of, her whole kit is sadly, not useful. The, immunity stack is okay, but it's still like everyone's immune to stuff now. Or just has Medea keeping them alive forever. But, cool thought, cool idea. Save her money. Get her, collect her like once. Get one copy of her, do your 80 rolls, and then move on. Just save up for everybody else. I expect either Medusa or Hitori to come out next. Medusa is going to be another Earth Huntress who can be another solid 5th character, as well as Hitori is coming out, and that can be another also solid replacement if you did not get Tyra. That's a good 5th. Or even to replace Carmen, because Carmen's kind of now. So, yep, just save your money. Yeah, save your money. Don't spend on Kenshin. And I think that covers it. Okay, guys, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.